Hi, this is Joe Buffington with Remax Realty Center. I have the privilege of interviewing Jess Snyder with Waredaca Brewing Company. Can you tell me, Jess, a little bit about your story with Waredaca?
Sure. Hi, everybody. Happy Friday. Um, Waredaca is a third generation working horse farm in Montgomery County. We're just north of Sunshine. So right where Georgia and New Hampshire intersect, we're just a little bit north of there. And it's been a overnight summer camp, a equestrian facility. It is still equestrian facility. It is still a day camp. But a few years ago, just over 4 years ago, we added a on-farm farm brewery. We wanted to move a little bit into agritourism, be able to teach people about the farm. Our farm's been put into land preservation, and we have a great story to tell about that. And we can grow some of the ingredients we're using in the beer and process everything on farm. It's a really nice place to be when you're allowed to be out in public and enjoying a beautiful day outside. So we are looking forward to those days to come back when our tasting room will be open again. We really enjoy being able to share beers with our friends and neighbors.
Awesome. So how has COVID affected your all's business?
So on March 16th, that was when the governor's executive order came down that effectively shuttered the tasting room operation for Waredaca Brewing Company and all other breweries in Maryland, as well as bars and restaurants. For us, that impact is twofold. You know, we have the on-site tasting room that we had to close, and that's the majority of our revenue. It's definitely from that. And this came, definitely at a time of year where we were getting ready to ramp up. Winter is slow. People aren't obviously sitting outside picnicking, but spring would historically bring out, really, really nice days would bring out big crowds. So that's been very impactful for us. But the second thing is we have a wholesale operation, which is our second revenue stream, moving draft beer into bars and restaurants. Well, that has basically gone to a standstill. That's basically zeroed out. And that's only because as bars and restaurants pivot to go, they're trying to get rid of the existing inventory and pivot to different kinds of packaging.
Gotcha. So what have you guys done to pivot and change and adapt your business to this new world we're living in?
Yeah. So the biggest thing is we decided we would get into the packaging game. We had talked about it. We were getting ready to kind of tiptoe into it. Instead, we have head first, dive in, not knowing how deep the water is because we had to. So we've pivoted in two ways. One, to address our kind of on-site customer base, we've switched to a to-go operation. We call it the Pony Express. It's completely contactless. We have a website. It's called orderwaredaca.com. All of the package options for beers are listed there, and people can place their order, pay for it online, and then literally pull up almost like a drive-through, get their order, and go. We also have launched delivery, which is really crazy because if you had told me I would be starting a delivery operation in 2020, I would have laughed at you. However, we are a go, and we cover all of Olney. So Olney, come and order at orderwaredaca.com, and we can get you your beer on your doorstep. We're like Amazon, order today for next day delivery, and we're making deliveries Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And back to the packaging is we're canning. So we've got beer now in 16-ounce cans and 4-packs. This is a really like approachable size. People are used to that, right? That's kind of what you keep in your beer fridge. So we've got that now available for customers. And our first canning run is under our belt. It was very successful. We're really pleased with the products. The labeling looks really cool, and got that product straight into customers' hands. And we can again next week.
Right on. So what's your most popular product you guys are moving right now?
That's a good question. One of the impacts that we continue to deal with is the sentence that everyone uses these days, which is supply chain issues. So we have struggled with being able to have all of our formatting options available at all times. Cans we've pulled through. We still have limited inventory, and that'll get back up and going when we can next week. But our most popular size, which is a 32-ounce crowler can, those have been back ordered for ages. We think those are coming in next week. We pivoted from there again to a glass container. So those are all available to people. We've still got almost our full complement of draft available that gets packaged like that and goes out direct to consumers. So
Okay.
I would say those are all the different options, and I'm not going to jinx it because, you shouldn't say exactly what you're coming out with before your canning run, just in case anything goes sideways.
Right.
But I will say the two of our most popular beers will hopefully be available to customers in 4-packs next week.
That's awesome. What are those? What are your two most popular?
Well, if I tell you that, then I tell you. So that's our Beecher IPA and our White Flag Belgian Wit. We've got a couple others too. So
we got our fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
Very cool. Anything else you want to tell us before we go?
No, just keep supporting local. It's been really great to have our loyal customers continue to support us, whether it's combining a essential beer pickup with the grocery pickup, or taking just a quick break to get in the car and have a nice country drive to come and pick up beer, or take advantage of delivery. We are happy to get beer into your hands, and we really, really appreciate all of the support. It's been great. These are definitely avenues that we weren't prepared. Like everybody, you have to kind of launch. It's almost like having a new startup. Like I feel like I've started 2 different companies in the last month, but it's been great. If you can launch successfully and you can keep your customers happy, that's what we're trying to do. Lots of small businesses, obviously. I mean, I know you're talking to a lot of people. Everybody's trying to do that, but we really appreciate all the support.
Awesome. And can you give me that that website one more time?
Yeah. So Waredaca is a weird name. I know it. It's a made-up name. It stands for the first 2 letters of Washington Recreational Day Camp. That was the name my grandfather gave the overnight summer camp back in the 1920s. So the website is orderwaredaca.com. Again, that would be WAREDACA.com. You can link to it straight from our Facebook page. You can link to it from our website. Our Facebook page will have all of the information about delivery, what zip codes we go to, what new beers are coming out. That's a great place to start. So friend us, like us, follow us, and we can make sure you stay in the know. And don't be thirsty.
Very cool. Well, thank you, Jess.
Thank you.
All right. Have a great weekend.
Thanks. You too. Bye.